Killing Floor 3 brings a lot to the table, trying and often succeeding to surpass its stellar predecessor. With visceral gameplay, lots of gore and carnage, and a fun loop, KF3 is all sorts of awesome. However, underlying issues prevent it from being the perfect game, but it's by no means a bad one. Killing Floor 3 essentially follows the same gameplay loop we've gotten used to in Killing Floor 2. You spawn in, fight waves of enemies, run around the map to purchase new gear, fight a boss at the end, and repeat. It's simple and effective, and with so many maps, even if they could use some thematic variants, things stay fresh throughout. On top of that, the game sports several difficulty levels, adding an extra layer of freshness to each individual run. You pick up one of 6 perks, currently tied to characters, each with its own set of weapons, abilities, gadgets, and throwables, all of which were featured in previous Killing Floor titles. Gameplay varies significantly between each of the perks, who are highly specialized, although you can mix and match their weapons. As of this review, Killing Floor 3's perks and characters are bound, meaning you cannot currently play as any character and choose any perk you want, much to the dismay of many players. From the game's roadmap, however, this is a planned change post-launch, which would be fantastic given how good the characters are. They throw quips, one-liners, have incredible voice acting, and check just about every box that constitutes a good video game character. It would be a damn shame to be locked out of playing your favorite one because their particular strengths do not align with your preferred build. Additionally, some perks are just not strong enough to deal with the game's overall inconsistent enemy spawns, particularly on higher difficulties. Balance patches are bound to fix this though, as KF3 will be a live service title much like the older ones. Even so, if you never played any KF title, Killing Floor 3 will feel right at home, providing you with the same loop with numerous improvements. Where Killing Floor 3 shines above its predecessors is its gunplay. And I don't just mean weapon feedback, but the new and improved gore system as well. Speaking of weapons, they're some of the best feeling guns I've ever used in a video game. Each bullet feels like it's actually being fired, the weapons kicking back, swaying, and responding as realistically as possible. And it's just fun. When they land on an enemy, they are immensely satisfying, especially if you use higher caliber guns and see the limbs flying all over the place. The guns alone should be more than enough to make you consider playing this game, while the maps, without a decade's worth of additions, could be better and their loop improved. The gunplay is incomparably better, as is combat overall. No matter what you're holding in your hand, it will feel like a proper, deadly weapon. Again, especially the heavy ones. Zen mode, that recognizable slow-mo mechanic, also looks very cool, with monochromatic coloring adding a layer of cinematography to the game. What I didn't find interesting is how it's activated, with a bar filling up and popping at any moment for the entire lobby. This led to many situations where Zen mode would just be wasted, which is a shame since there are more than a few weapons and attachments specifically made to fill it up faster. This more or less makes those useless, as Zen mode tends to fire pretty quickly either way, and not always effectively. Killing Floor 3 is built on Unreal Engine 5. Because of that, it's one of the prettier games out there, and in turn, one of the more demanding. While knocking down the settings on PC will improve overall performance, it is inevitable that technical issues will arise, especially since Unreal Engine is known for prioritizing looks over stability. Aside from that, the bigger the lobby, the worse the performance. In a co-op title with a 6-man lobby, the frame rate can become horrendous, which isn't helped by the fact that the game scales enemy numbers based on lobby size. Speaking of scaling, it's by no means great. While some bosses have solid scaling with lobby size, the Impaler boss just spawns several versions of itself, making the boss wave chaotic and not fun. Despite these performance issues, however, Killing Floor 3 is still among the better performing Unreal Engine games, so long as you have a capable machine. Overall, Killing Floor 3 is a very good game. It uses technical novelties to enhance the recognizable gameplay loop of its predecessors, adding on top of that a new story, setting, and variants that is bound to draw in a lot of veterans and hopefully new players. However, the optimization clearly needs to be improved, which will ensure some longevity for the game, much like Killing Floor 2. Have you played Killing Floor 3 yet? Be sure to let us know in the comments section below, and if not, do you plan to in the future? Thanks so much if you made it this far in the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, hit that thumbs down. This is Destructoid, and we will see you guys next time.